Welcome to Date Night Podcast,
a tabletop role-playing game podcast set in the homebrew world of Volyanaya.
Let's explore a whole new world together.
Yeah, you travel again till it seems like another full day's travel.
Time to feed
Find another
my
area
baby.
where they pull off kind of to the side again.
Please do not call it that. I am not okay with you calling it that.
How's your
Zev
little
was
mousey?
okay with Clippy.
Zev was about Clippy, but the more he sees, the less he is okay.
Ironically, he's a warlock.
Oh, please.
Swords are fine. Worship a sword. Go for it.
Sword-eating swords are fine, but this thing is creepy.
All right.
Have you seen the hair in it? That is disgusting.
Well, now
It's
you're
like
gonna
gack with hair.
Right. And now
Ew.
it's going to have some blood in it, too, because
Ha.
it's blood day.
All right, so
Oh.
what's the plan?
Could you at
for,
least not do that while we're eating next time?
You're way down on your max
Yeah.
health now, aren't you?
Yeah, that was rough. That one. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt.
Well, it takes a lot out of you to make a friend.
Yeah.
I drew Clippy on this little post-it note.
It's very good. We could pass it around.
This will be uploaded to our
This feels
Facebook
somehow
and Twitter.
terribly accurate.
I like how this has a piece of hair stuck to the sticky of the sticky note. Oh, that's great.
It's just that powerful.
That's good.
Anyway,
I like the eyes.
that concludes this segment of Yvette Draws on Post-it Notes.
Yes, I specifically passed her the stack so she could today.
Yeah, it always ends up happening anyway.
So, yeah, you find a similar place. It looks like where the rail goes off to the side. They unhook the oxen, start feeding them. Doesn't look like this one has any adjacent alcoves to it, just the one way in and out along the rail. But it seems like it's been a day of travel. Is there anything you all would like to do?
Sleep.
Eat, drink,
Be merry.
Oh, hold on. Investigation
hold Fresnel and
check.
sing "This Little Light of Mine." I'm gonna let it shine.
Plus 8. 7 plus 8 is 13.
15.
15. Right.
You could just see some of the oxen prints
This little
ahead.
light of mine.
Looks like maybe from some of the other expeditions that continued going through here. Remember, there were 3 that went through. It looks like you had found the remains of one of them with the dragons, but it looks like some at least have made it this far. You also see the footprints, set of footprints from maybe the people that you encountered leading the other way, back the way that you had come from.
Okay. Seems safe to me. Good night.
Everybody sleeping, or
Are we going to take
Kira's-
watches, or
Oh, yeah. One of us needs to take a watch.
why
I'll
don't we
start.
take turns so we can all get a long rest?
Right.
I'll start
Okay.
I got
I said
next.
it.
sitting with Fresnel and rocking back and forth and humming that song again and again.
Then Henna should take one.
Yeah,
I want to sleep.
She'll take one. So, Kira, you're first.
Yep.
Just roll a d20.
10.
Okay. A couple hours pass. Doesn't seem like anything happens.
I got next.
All right. Roll a d20 on your watch, Sev.
18.
All right. You pass the time feeding your little mouse friend and just keeping an eye both ways, both entrances to the room. Seems like all is quiet. You wake up Henna. Okay. She wakes Aaron up about 2 hours before dawn and wakes you up for your watch. Or just roll a d20.
12.
Okay. The night seems to pass without any specific incidents or anything like that. Hear a little bit down the path once in a while, but nothing that sounds too close. You get up and start your journey again.
Do we need to roll another wisdom check?
Yeah, actually, for your second night.
19.
I hope I do better on this one, but I want to play the game right.
No, 22.
16.
11.
What is your wisdom?
My wisdom is 0, but I'm proficient. Oh, this wasn't a saving throw, though. Was this
Yes,
a
saving throw.
Okay, yeah,
Wisdom save.
22.
Oh,
proficient
it's just
in being
saving
dumb?
throw. So 5, 6,
No, my
7,
intelligence is very
Aha.
low.
19.
But I have average wisdom.
Okay.
16.
Kira, what did you have?
An 11.
Did you have a point
Yes, I
before?
have one.
Okay, with over a 20, you've lost the 1 point of dark influence you had. Nobody else has picked up any new one.
And the warlock is actually okay.
All right, so the next day you spend most of the day traveling. Then when it gets to be about the time that it would be evening, you come to a way station in the side of the road. It looks like there's some rubble stacked up, interspersed with looks like kind of fungal structures helping to hold it all together.
Oh,
The Usane pull up to this area, start to move toward the gate, and come back to the wagon and say, they're not going to be letting us in to the fort. Apparently there's a quarantine on. They've looked into my recent memory and saw that we have interacted with some refugees that came the other way, and they are not willing to let us in.
Why?
You don't hear this.
Okay.
We did not interact with them. We spoke from a good distance apart.
Well, they say that the refugees came by here. They came from above where there's blight.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And they could be carrying that blight.
Hold on, adults are talking.
On their,
I don't know that they're talking, as Mike was so quick
That's
to
true.
point out.
it's all telepathic.
I'm teasing. I love you.
It's more
You
like,
just see them staring at
it's
each
more
other.
like quiet. Adults are thinking.
hold up. What's the hold up here?
The other one maybe could be relating this to you, too.
All right.
They say that it's possible that they brought something toxic with them from the above, where this blight is happening, and they are not going to let them inside the city.
I mean, doors don't
Is this
really
Old
bother
Spore
me.
City?
No, this is your. They tell you have about 2 more days of travel to get there. This
Okay.
is where you're supposed to refill your water because you've been using some of it to water the oxen.
Our personal water or the water wagon?
You're supposed to be. They've used some of the water out of the water wagon to water the oxen. Here's a place where they can top it off, water the oxen, replace any food, though they think they have enough of that, and take a rest.
But if there's
in
water
safety.
here, why aren't they sending water to Old Spore City?
It's not a great source. It's just basically something they say they can top it off. But it's kind of a real small way station.
Okay.
I mean, doors aren't really a problem for me. You want me to just zip in there? Bing, bang, boom, open it up, we go through?
Yeah, because your
telling this to my
heists have
mushroom
such a
friend.
great success rate.
We could rest out here. We could use the water from our tank. We would still get there with probably 2/3 of a load of water, even if we don't stop here. The Usane say they are kind of concerned if none of the other wagons have made it, that this might not be enough water, but the people in the fort have said that 2 wagons have gone by. They've at least made it this far along the trail. And they hadn't they had let one of them in to refuel or take on more water.
What would make them let us in?
Diplomatically?
Yes, that one.
It's not our strong suit.
Basically,
Diplomacy.
they're not letting anybody in here who has been above ground or who has interacted with anybody.
They didn't
Who have
interact.
come from that direction, which would be east. They say that the blight is above ground here, right where they are. They can't continue to grow upwards. Parmelia has been compromised, which is the Sporey capital above ground. They feel like the blight has maybe even started to reach the Kokikku River and start to poison it. Not maybe as far north as Raventree, which because the Coquitlam River kind of dips down a little bit. But they're advising they don't think that those refugees are going to be let into New Spore City either, based on what's been happening. And they have no plans to let anybody in here until the blight passes.
All right.
Well, there's not much we can. Well, I don't hear this, so.
I mean,
Boy, they never tell us anything, do they?
Nope. Just because we don't want to inhale some gross mushroom just leavings. I don't.
so mushroom friend, how important Romeo, Sporio, that's right.
Mine is now Romeo.
How important is it that we get stuff from here?
We could easily still make the journey if we rest here. We just won't have quite the same full load of water when we reach our final destination.
But we'll send if we make it there, we'll send back more. We can maybe just alter the schedule and have New Spore City send more water, right?
That's possible.
All right.
Well,
so
they send water like every day, don't they?
it's like every 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So make it, maybe send it every 2 days or every day or so.
Mhm.
All right. So let's just do that. You cool with that? I could go in and steal things. I'm pretty good at that. I'm okay at it.
I mean, there's not much in there that we would need other than it's a good place to camp that's safe because we could usually get inside the walls.
Zev is now
And a
picking
place
his
to
teeth with a
refresh.
dagger.
A place we can refresh the water and things like that. But that's about it.
All right. Well, we'll just stay out here tonight, I think.
Okay, guys, because we talked to those refugees, they're not letting us in here, and we have to sit out
we're
here.
from above ground, right?
So it's clearly Kira's fault
That's racist.
for giving them one of her water skins.
From a distance of 30 feet apart.
Well,
I
I mean,
Because we talked to them, we're not allowed to.
Not much we can do about that.
so good night, everyone.
Okay. Same thing. You're going to take shifts.
I'm a feed
Yeah.
Clippy.
All right. You're pretty. They don't let you get like right up against the walls or anything, but it's fairly. The area is fairly well supervised, I guess, by the guards inside the walls. The Usine say, I don't think there'll be any issues. If you want to do watches, that's okay. But they say they don't know if it's necessarily required.
We should still do watches. 'Cause I don't
Okay.
trust them. They don't trust us.
All right.
I don't think they care about keeping us safe, really. So
So you've fed Clippy.
Mhm.
I need you to roll for nightmares. We haven't
I
been
have
doing
been.
that. Oh, you have? Okay. I need everybody to roll for Dark Influence.
14.
8.
Wisdom save again.
12.
17.
16 then.
Zev, you're back to having a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Do I add my proficiency
points.
bonus?
Only if you're proficient in wisdom saves.
No, you do not.
Oh, I thought this was Constitution. In that case, 12.
You're still okay. You still have the 1 point from before, and I need to roll for Henna.
Do I still feel sick from it, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Still have that same queasy feeling. Okay, but morning comes, you get the long rest in, so you get back some of your hit dice if you're down any of those or down anything else.
Spell slot.
But it looks like, the night again passes without incident.
On the road again.
So you move forward.
Every
This is
time.
your 4th day. They say you won't make it there today. Probably you'll have to rest one more evening. But you should make it there partway through the next day. If everything goes as planned.
I don't like that statement.
You travel
Maybe,
for a while,
probably. We'll see.
along the road. This time the only thing that happens throughout the course of the day is getting to be about near where you think it would be time for you to stop traveling on the day. There's a small figure in the path ahead. Kira, will you make a perception check?
Fireball.
Illuminating Fresnel.
Mm-hmm.
It is a child holding a puppy.
Fireball.
8.
Okay, it's kind of facing away from you, so it's hard to really tell. But it looks like something pretty small.
And I'm nudging Romeo the Usane.
He's not much help. Hannah comes back. She's up in the front, though, too, and she says, I think there's a kid up there.
With a puppy. I cast Fireball.
And he would have an advantage on
This
that.
is in one of the areas, again, where it's pretty tight, too, so...
Henna, is there anybody else there, or is it just a single kid?
I just saw, it looked like a little girl. I didn't get too close. Sounds like she's crying.
Oh yeah, this is
This is creepy. Guys, this is creepy.
What? Oh.
What are the
Can I
odds it's just a
roll
little girl
an
crying versus
investigation
odds
check?
it's some kind of like trick or trap?
You'd have to try to get up there.
it's like an
Oh,
underdark.
You could
anglerfish.
probably get up there. As
How
small
far
as
away
you
is
are.
she?
Right now, she's probably 70 feet up in front of you guys. That's
That's
why
an
it's hard to see her.
18.
This
Okay.
has a range of 150 feet. Is there anything else behind her?
No,
or tunnels or anything?
Yeah, it looks like there is a side tunnel, but you can see kind of the way it bends. It's not really even a tunnel. It's just kind of like a little alcove about the size of like a linen closet in one of the walls. That's kind of what you can see from where you are. I guess you could make another perception check.
17. Wait, perception. 19.
All right. As the wagon moves forward just a little bit further, gets to within about 60 feet, you can see that alcove kind of has a really short tunnel in it. And you can see Grease Wizard as you move up to the front. You can see it looks like she turns around. And it's a little girl with like red-brown bangs, tight curls
Mike's
on
just
'em.
shaking his head.
But she's covered completely in like this underdark mud. Maybe it used to be like a grayish colored dress. And when she sees you, as you move that 10 feet forward and sees the light and looks back over to you, she immediately kind of moves warily off the rails and backs up into that small alcove. You can just kind of hear
Oh
a
no.
kind of a noise.
My bow is ready now.
I'm getting too
Hello.
many ring. I'm getting too many ring.
Little
vibes.
girl, do you want to
I'm
see
getting the
something
Descent
cool?
vibes.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast... Hold up. Mold Earth. And I can change the Earth into different shapes or colors or both.
But
So I'm
doesn't that have to be loose earth?
Not colors. I just want to do colors. I want to do like a really cool
Okay.
painting
Okay.
on the ground. Like really brightly colored and happy and maybe like a unicorn. Oh, what are those things that girls put on binders? The stickers.
The
Lisa
Lisa
Frank?
Frank.
Yeah, like Lisa Frank.
I was going to say Justin Timberlake stickers.
I like
also-
that. But Justin
I'm also
No,
Timberlake
really
riding.
showing your age there, huh?
I'm also really proud that I knew immediately what he was talking about.
It's good.
Eva and I were both like, what?
I knew what he was talking
So-
about, but I wanted to watch him flounder.
All right, so you draw a really brightly colored, girly
Lisa Frank.
picture in
Look,
front of the girl.
don't you see? It's okay. Don't need to
So
cry.
weird. So
You just kind of hear.
What race is she?
It looks like
That's racist.
looks like she's a little tiefling girl.
All right, come on.
So you could see her kind of peek out and look at it, and you hear kind of a
Oh God,
and
no!
peek
Fireball!
back
Fireball!
into the
no.
alcove, and she kind of looks around and squints at the light.
We're
that's
here.
shining in
And it's
her
only then
direction.
you realize she has dead eyes.
We're here to help you. Come on, come on out.
We are.
Yeah, come on out. Hey, look.
Is the wagon still moving, or have you stopped it? Have
I
you
think
asked them to
it's
stop?
moving slower now.
Okay, so it's about 50 feet away.
I'm concerned by how interested you are in our distance from the little girl.
Well, the wagon's also making a pretty big rumble too.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
she kind of peeks out, takes maybe 2 or 3 kind of wary steps in your direction.
All right. Come on.
One arm crossed across the other one.
Do you need some water?
I'm rolling
leaning
perception
against the
again.
wall, and you see her nod her head.
All right.
17.
Come on.
Can't really see anything else other than a little girl.
I pull out
I was-
a water skin from my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Good,
All right,
because I've
here
only
you
got
go.
4.
Come on. I mage hand it over to her.
Okay. So you carry it over there with Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
She takes it,
Do you see that?
looks, and kind of
And
breathes
devours it
deeply.
whole.
No, it just takes the drink out of the water skin.
All right. What's your name?
My name's Tyler.
Tyler?
Wait, but aren't they?
No, Tyler.
Tyler.
Aren't they like infernal? Like, wouldn't she have some kind of like demon name?
Hey, don't be racist.
What
Tyler
am-
could be a demon
I'm
name.
just imagining like. I'm just imagining like.
The
"Hi,
Dark Lord Tyra.
Hi, my
Tyra
name
Banks.
is Rody.
No, just Tyler.
All right. Hey,
Where are your parents?
She just shakes her head like this.
I ate them.
all right, listen.
Shut up, Zev.
She
I
says,
do not trust this.
Neither do I.
Mama didn't make it out of the city.
What city?
What city?
Silvers.
Oh,
What about
right.
Daddy?
What about Dad?
Dad's
cousin, uncle, brother?
Daddy's
Aunt?
hurt.
Where's Daddy?
Daddy's hurt.
Where is
Daddy?
My anxiety's through the roof right now.
All right, little girl.
The
you...
creature took Daddy.
All right,
What
where's
creature?
the creature?
Are you the
I
creature?
don't know. I don't know.
So many bad vibes.
I don't know.
All right.
I've been walking.
Okay, well, do you need help?
She just
All right.
nods.
Come on. Come on. Here. Look. Do you want to see something
Why do
cool?
you keep saying "come on"?
Come on.
Where do you want to
I'm wanting her to come here. Come on. Come over
We
here.
don't.
to
Come
our
close.
wagon?
No, I walked up to her. I'm close to her.
Okay. How
He's
far,
small enough he could shimmy.
How
I thought
far
that's
ahead
what-
of the wagon did you get? Because you said you mage handed it, so I didn't know if you.
Oh, I
moved
was
up.
I was thinking that during that investigation check, I walked up.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like 10 feet away.
All right. Well, you can see when you move up there. Then
I've made the
it
wagon
looks like
stop.
she's been crawling like back into the tunnel behind her.
Oh no.
The wagons
and
have
there's
stopped 30
like
feet away.
a torn, like coat in that area. It looks like a small coat.
All right. Is
down
that
in
your
the
coat?
alcove. Yes.
All
Is she
right.
injured?
Listen, little girl, you can understand. You're pretty creepy.
She doesn't look injured.
You're here. It's a dark tunnel.
Investigation.
Can I listen? Stop being creepy and come here. Come on. Let me help you.
I can't.
Stop being creepy.
I can't leave here.
Why?
I think Daddy's in there. And she points at the alcove.
The alcove she's going back into?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I turn my back to her and look at the party and go, I shrug. I was like, well, I mean, we got to do it, right?
Fresnel?
Gotta do what?
Fresnel, you want to go up there and shine down the tunnel?
Okay. Fresnel happily walks up the
Fresnel
tunnel,
doesn't know how to read the room, so
Fresnel-
he skips over.
turns his light bulb head down the tunnel,
And is no more.
and you see the tunnel. It's not just that alcove. It does go like she was maybe having to duck a little bit and scurry, but there is a little tunnel heading in that like down and under.
Can I do a any kind of creepy check?
Insight check.
I want to do a creepy check too.
Okay.
10. All right. Well,
15.
11.
I'm pretty sure I'd be rolling a disadvantage because I'm already creeped out anyway.
It's hard to get a read on whether she's creepy or scared.
I don't think we can go down that tunnel because I don't think the orcs will be able to fit.
But we can't just leave her.
I'll go.
If she's creepy, we shouldn't do anything with her, but we can't just leave her. She's just a little girl.
She reaches her hand up for you.
Okay.
help me find Daddy.
Grace Wizard, you want a rope?
Yeah, all right. I'll tie a rope.
Okay. You tie a rope and start. You could make it without really having to crawl. You just have to duck a little.
Mm-hmm.
Kira could theoretically fit through.
She probably wouldn't
more
reach
have
her
to
hand
crawl.
up for him to hold, though. He's probably still
Yeah,
roughly her size.
he's not much bigger than her.
Yeah, all right. Come on.
How
All right,
old
we'll
is
go.
she?
Five.
Oh,
Looks
5?
like she's about 5.
All right.
So as they move down,
Does she look like she's struggling to walk or anything, or she's good?
No, doesn't look
All right.
hurt.
So let's go. Can you show me? You got to be brave, all right?
I will go up to the entrance as they move down. And do you have a way to light the path in front of you, or do you need to bring Fresnel with you?
I mean, I got dark vision.
Don't you have
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more than 60 feet away in this little area, it seems like. But
Okay.
I would take it if I were
I
you.
don't want to risk like breaking it. Like if I die, I'd rather you guys. I'd rather you guys have Fresnel than me
If
taking
Fresnel
it.
breaks, he can be fixed, though. If he goes down to 0 hit points, he can still be fixed.
I have a hooded lantern I can pass to you.
Yeah, why not? Sure, give me that.
okay.
Wait. Okay, whatever. Fine.
I light it, hand it over.
Seems like it. Never mind.
So you crawl through about, it's maybe 12, 15 feet of pretty narrow passage. It opens up into a small, maybe 10 by 15 foot chamber, and you see a tiefling man on the ground in there.
Oh, shoot. Is he dead?
Make an investigation check.
Feed him
Nat
some
20
coke.
plus 8.
Quick, get him a straw.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
He's definitely dead. He's been dead. It looks like for a while. There aren't any signs of like cuts or anything on him like that. There are some like big bruises, and he has kind of blood dried on his face, which is even starting to rot a little bit.
I'm asking Romeo to talk to Sporio to talk to him and do a relay.
Okay. Yeah, that would work. They could use telepathy through there. And with
What
that,
do you see?
he's a tiefling man. He's got on a leather,
Nobody laughed at my Mac
Duster.
and me joke.
and he's got on
I don't know what that
a
is.
badge. And there's also, sitting next to him, a dead pangolin.
Thanks for listening to Date Night. I'm Mike. If you want more of our date night content, I wanted to let you know about our premium episodes that are only available on Podbean or directly at datenightpodcast.com. If you go to our website and click on the Behind the Screens tab, you can become our premium member and get one more episode every month at least. Now, these episodes have alternate GMs, guest crew, and sometimes it's a normal crew, but in different situations other than our main campaign. That's pretty cheap. It's only $2 a month or $20 for the yearly subscription, so you'd save $4 or 2 months worth of subscription. It's also a great way to support us and help cover the costs of running the show. So again, click on that Behind the Screens tab over at d8nightpodcast.com to learn more. Or if you're a Podbean listener, you can subscribe directly from there, in the mobile app or the desktop site. Now, back to the action.
And with that, he's a tiefling man. He's got on a leather,
Nobody laughed at my Mac
Duster.
and me joke.
and he's got on
I don't know what that
a
is.
badge. And there's also, sitting next to him, a dead pangolin.
Like the
A
animal?
badge?
Mm-hmm.
Like the animal?
Yeah.
Wait!
What? Wait for what?
Nobody here would know who that is.
I know, but I know.
I do too.
But Kira doesn't.
Nope.
What are you talking about?
I can't say because Zev doesn't know, but I know.
Wait,
Episode 30.
honey, little girl.
Yeah?
Oh, what was her name again? Talia.
Tyla?
Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tyler. I want you to be really brave for me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I open up the top flap of my bag
Listen to it.
and I say, "Sit in here for a second." No,
What?
it's
No.
okay. Just keep your armpits out, right? No. All right. You got to be brave.
It's dark enough in here anyways.
Find my daddy.
Is that not?
Bloody hell. I pull out my wand of happy accidents. And I
Holy crap.
cast
I am not okay right now.
its spell.
Holy crap.
The universe implodes.
Wow. Okay, so what happens?
Did he break it?
No. How read me the thing.
You may use a bonus action to change the result of an action. Oh, that's taken place within the last 10 minutes to a more favorable one.
Oh, well.
But you're the god. You can change it. You wrote this item.
Yeah, I won't.
Only happy accidents. One such act. It can. All right. In life, as in a painting, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents. This brush can be used to conceal one such accident by covering it up with a more favorable outcome, provided the paint on life's canvas is still wet. So I take out my water skin.
No.
I cover him in water.
That's not.
Okay.
I have a revivify spell, but he's been dead for a while.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to bring him back like
That
this.
takes them. They have to only have been dead a minute for that.
I think 10 minutes.
If you want to use one of the charges of that for this,
You get one.
I'll let it. I'll let it go.
I could even, if you want me to, I'll use I can take up some spell slots if you want to trade that out.
You empower it with like a
Some
extra
sort of
spell. Okay, yeah, use like a second level spell. And you do that, and you have like a Doctor Strange moment where you go back and see the past, but backwards. So the first thing you see is this little girl separating from a mass of like white jelly with faces sticking out of the sides of it.
Don't love it.
Fireball!
And then when he can't, none of this is in front of him. Like this is what he's seeing
But
going
still,
backwards.
fireball.
And it's maybe like 15 feet wide. You see the man's face, that tiefling man's face inside of it. You even see the pangolin's face sticking out. And you see maybe about 3 or 4 other faces. As you keep going back, it pulls the girl back in, and you can see her face inside of it. Then, as you go back a little bit further in time, you see this creature stalking out of the alcove through a small tunnel that you didn't go through that was maybe 10 feet above it, and out to the main path. And a different creature tethered to it by a small gelatinous tether,
I knew it was an anglerfish.
and it's another it's another small child, and you see it ask for help. You see the tiefling man still alive and his daughter beside him look over and look at his daughter and decide whether or not he's going to try and help this other child that says its mother is inside. He crawls down into that small tunnel, and you watch this white thing just absorb him inside of it.
Thoughts.
You watch
Okay,
it then absorb his daughter inside of it.
He's seeing this. Does Smorio see it? Does
You're
Romeo
seeing it.
see it? And then I'm seeing it.
Yep.
Get back here now!
Doesn't
Cool
have-
little relay
he has
race.
a rope on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hoist.
Pull.
Hoist. We're all hoisting.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what
does the brush do?
Right. So you have that happen. You go through all that. You see it all. And then all of a sudden, you're in this alcove, and the little girl isn't with you, and the dead tiefling man isn't with you, but the big white ooze with the other faces, 2 less than it had before, reaches out and tries to suck you into it.
But we're pulling on the
We're
rope.
hoisting.
Yep.
And fireball.
Okay, the room's like 15 feet. So
Wait until he gets out in the tunnel,
Yeah,
and then fireball.
as soon as I'm in the as soon as I'm in the tunnel.
Okay.
Just poof.
Gonna try to throw a fireball in
Yeah.
there.
Are we all rolling strength checks?
Whoever's pulling on the rope.
Am I?
Who's on the rope?
All three of us. Everybody. Even the Spore people are on the rope.
I don't know. I guess if you
I
guys
guess I was at the front.
Whoever has the best athletics check can make one at advantage because you have help from other people.
Okay, that's 14 plus bonuses, and that's 8 plus. Athletics. 21.
Gnome, you just, you feel smacked down onto your chest, and you start being yanked out of the room. If you want to throw a fireball as that's happening and as you're getting all this, roll a concentration check, please. See if you can throw it
Where's my 220?
before you get yanked out of the
Right
room.
there.
So that's add your Constitution modifier to that.
Oh, come on. Good roll, good roll.
8.
No, you get ready to throw it, and you just plant your face down into the earth, and by the time you're ready to throw it, you can't see back into the tunnel anymore.
Do you still have my lantern? Or did you drop that?
Outside, what you guys see, because you didn't see the, except Kira, you didn't see the old thing change. You don't remember that little girl being there. Instead, you remember sort of a different little girl, and in fact, she's still standing there looking at you outside of the tunnel as you're pulling the...
Except Kira's in a panic
Grease wizard
and
in
pulling
there.
on the rope.
So as this little girl... I'm trying to figure out exactly what you guys would have seen when the things had changed. I guess the Grease Wizard followed the other, like in this new timeline or whatever. No, because you remember what happens.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is not good for a headache, right?
He remembers. I remember the two.
Okay, so fine.
listen,
So
I do.
the thing's just in there, and then it goes like up through the top where it still had filaments, like reaching out. It can be in either place, either where it has like one of its simulacrums or however you say that, and automatically like be in that space instead. So it does, just kind of as you're coming out. So it drips like down into the tunnel where you are and tries to grab at you again in there. So
Snot
I think we're
monster.
gonna have to roll like initiative and figure out where everybody is in here.
22.
13.
Aaron?
18.
So was he face down as he got yanked out of the tunnel?
Yeah.
So I would have just seen the floor too.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're still watching. Zev?
That one.
Oh boy. Kira?
13.
Zev is like, are you sure we have to fight?
All right. So, Grease Wizard, this thing is sort of on both sides of you now. Like, you can see it coming down the tunnel, like, as you're being dragged through kind of your peripheral vision. You can see it coming down the tunnel you were just in, but you can also kind of hear it coming down on top of you. And this is maybe 2.5 feet tall in this area.
So, I don't know this, but so he saved the little girl and her father.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saved them.
okay.
Their faces are no longer in the horrible monstrosity.
Well, at least we did something.
Wow.
They're not here right now because this was not. In fact, all of you remember there were 2 additional people.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't. That's not what they would have looked like. If he describes them to you later, I guess we'll have to retcon and figure out what that is. Go ahead. Sorry.
So where is it coming from? Up? And
It's coming from above you and from where you just got pulled from.
above me.
It's in stereo.
Okay. All right. what do I see? Like from where I just came from.
Not much. I mean,
So it curves, or
where you were was like a 15-foot, 10 by 15-foot chamber. But all you can basically see in front of you right now is one of these white faces sticking itself out of the ooze toward you. Maybe 5 feet in front of you as you're being pulled quickly backwards, making some headway away from it, like you're moving a little bit faster than it at the moment.
how far away am I from being back with the party?
It was only like 15 feet in, and you got pulled maybe 5 or 10 already, so you're almost back out.
All right, I'm going to cast a bonus action, which I haven't done in a long time.
What does that mean?
Oh, never mind. I think that's a bonus action. Can
Misty
I-
Step
Yeah.
is a bonus action.
All right, so I'm going to cast Misty Step and be back next to the party.
Yeah.
And then I will cast Fireball down into it.
You have advantage
Into the cove. I have advantage?
because Fresnel was shining on the little girl. And the next attack against that target is made with advantage.
It's no little girl anymore. I
But
guess he
the
would have
little
been
thingy was
shining
trying to-
on whoever it was that you were helping. It would have been the little boy that time.
I think my brain is Control-Alt-Deleting right now.
Yeah. I made the magic item. It's my fault. All right. Yeah, so
You know, that one's on me.
I'm going to make a... he doesn't have advantage, though, because he doesn't cast that as a spell attack.
Yeah.
It just says the next attack against that target is made with advantage.
Yeah.
But
this
it's
is
not...
a save. That's going to pass a saving throw.
Oh.
But you'll take half damage, right?
Yeah. That's 15. 25. 34. So half damage of 34.
20 or 17.
Okay. You don't really see anything because you just throw the fireball like into the hole, and the thing wasn't there yet. But it would be Aaron's turn now.
Okay.
Aaron, you just kind of saw him go in with the little boy into this area. Hear Kira tell you to pull on the rope. He popped out, threw a fireball at the hole. You don't see anything, or the little boy.
Kill it!
Can I mean, he's still on the rope. Can't I just grab him and run? Like, can't we just leave? We don't
No, because we got the
Greasewood's
wagons.
face is bouncing off the pavement. Just boom, boom.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, we should try and kill it so that it won't harm any other travelers, but...
It's up to you. It's your turn.
Kill it!
Okay, he's yelling kill it at me. Is there anything I can do from where I am? Like, do I have to... My best weapons are melee, so do I have to run into the tunnel or, like...
Right now, you don't know what the thing is. All you know
Kill
is there was
what?
a little boy, and you can't see anything. It's at least...
What about the drippy thing?
That was in the little
Oh.
tunnel he was in. And that
Okay.
was maybe...
The only
it was a
thing that
real
we
small
see
thing.
right now is a little boy.
Okay, so
You
he's...
don't-
No, the little boy...
We retconned that he took the little boy in
You
instead
know
of
the
the little
meme
girl.
with, like, the equations
everything else
flying
sort of-
around the head?
Oh.
Proceeded the same way, but
So
he
we
took
see-
the bait from the little boy
So
instead.
there's nothing in the tunnel right now.
You can't
Okay.
really see anything.
There's white goo coming!
No, I haven't cast that spell.
White Goo Coming, episode 56.
Episode 69.
Time for dinner.
No, you really can't see much.
Okay, so it doesn't have, like, a humanoid form right now, or...
Nope.
It's just...
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Right.
Except
What do you want me to... Okay, first off, kill
hold your
what?
action.
Hold
Hold
your
your action.
I hold my action, and if it approaches, then I'll hit it with my axe.
Okay. Kira?
Can I see the thing since I was
And does
Playing
Kira
telephone?
remember because we've been telecommunicating?
Yeah, she knows.
She would have seen a vision, but does she necessarily remember what that vision means? I don't know.
But I
she saw
do.
what happened. But
Yeah.
in
My brain
her
hurts.
mind's eye, how she interprets it, I guess she might not know. You can use an action to make a perception check. But that would
To
be
see
your
if I can
action.
see the thing.
Without making a check, you cannot. So
18 plus 20.
you see, it started
Plus
to
two,
come
20.
out. You were peeking in, like
Yes.
at the front of the rope,
As I'm
and the
panicked.
grease wizard disappeared and appeared next to the rest of the party. When he did that, you could see this white face inside the tunnel, and then when he disappeared, you could see it immediately retract back inside the chamber.
So I can't see anything now.
You cannot see it. You could see when the fireball got thrown in there, and you're not even sure if it was still, if it took the brunt of that damage, or, I mean, all you could see was when the grease wizard disappeared, it started to go back. You think maybe it got hit by a little bit of the fire. Well, I guess it hasn't had a turn, so it's starting to move back. You maybe could still see where it is. You could see it retracting.
Would you
but
let
that's your
me?
action.
Oh, that was my action.
To use a perception check, it
Okay.
would be an action.
Okay.
All right. So then it
What was
backs
that
up
noise
into the
again?
backs up into the chamber.
Oh, I don't.
Henna just levels the crossbow at the opening, like. So are we killing the little boy now?
No.
I don't know.
It's like have you ever heard of an anglerfish? Right?
Bait and switch.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Gotcha.
So not a real little boy.
It's an oblex,
Oh.
she says.
Bartholomew and the Oobleck?
Nope, just the one.
All right, so how do
It's a
you
little boy's name Bartholomew. What are we talking
Maybe.
about?
how do you kill it?
Fire's good.
Okay, we'll just sit here and you can throw fireballs down there all you want.
Okay.
That's not great for initiative, but yeah, let's play.
All right, Zev.
I'm going to hold my action, and I'm going to hold Cloud of Daggers.
Gotcha. Okay. GW.
Bow and arrow is ready.
Can you maybe get some grease down there first?
Slow smile.
I like that.
Just deep fry it.
Yeah, I'll cast
Third level grease. It's projectiles spewing down there.
Just, ugh.
Yeah, okay. I'll cast grease
Where?
down in the alcove in the tunnel.
Do you have to be able to see where you... Is it a space you can see? Or
I
you
could
just
see-
want to put it in the opening?
Just
that
in
it
the as far down as I can see. We'll just say that. I'll grease up that opening.
It's lubed up.
All right.
All right. Aaron, it's back around to your other turn. The thing has not appeared.
Okay. Same.
Just hold again.
Yeah.
All right, Kira.
My bow and arrow are ready.
Get out. And
Would
when it,
I have seen that other little drippy droopy thing?
probably not. It was pretty
Okay.
small.
All right.
All right.
Well, if he saw it, then shouldn't theoretically I would have seen it?
He didn't see it so much, but
Yeah.
Oh.
he could have relayed that there was more to it than that. But that's gone now too. Even if you're looking down there, you can't see it.
Just wondering if I need to keep an eye on both spots.
Yeah, you could tell it would have come down that way too. A few seconds pass, and you don't see anything.
I'm getting concerned.
Maybe we should just leave.
No. needs to be killed.
Be great if we had a dwarf to collapse the tunnel here.
But we don't.
Why does Dern get playing for?
I was trying to think of how to collapse the tunnel, and a hammer was the only thing that came to mind.
Do you
While
remember
you're
when Dern
thinking,
started
I
the
got
blight?
Well, I have an idea,
Oh dear.
but we'll wait.
Does it involve the grease and fire?
Yeah.
Can you shatter a tunnel? Shatter the rock or earth? Wait.
It's supposed to be loose earth, I think.
Loose earth. Shatter, then mold earth.
Yeah.
But that won't hold.
And
It does hold. I don't know why you think it doesn't hold.
Literally,
maybe I'm too realistic
there
in
is
this.
an episode. I know we've had this fight before, but there is an episode where it is specifically stated that the Earth will return to its previous
Yes,
state.
if I have it like, vroom, like a ramp, that will go down. But if I say I want to put this loose earth to this part,
How is that different from making a ramp? How is moving one thing from one place to another?
all right, look, I'm taking this die, okay? If I take this die and move it over here, it will stay there.
Okay.
But if he makes...
If I made this die go like this and pop up, that will settle back down.
That doesn't make any sense.
If he makes a ramp, like he can move the
I can
dirt from here to here, but if he moves it from here to here, it will eventually
lose
fall
the
flat.
magic. So I can go like that, and that will go back down in an hour. But if I make it go over here, it's not going to go.
Okay, but there is an episode somewhere way back where
With the ramp, yeah.
No, not with the ramp.
My issue is
With a hole.
I may be too realistic in this, but if he shatters that could damage the integrity of our tunnel.
I'm not saying he should shatter it.
No,
I'm
I have
saying
an idea.
Burn 'em!
What if I just hentai down the hole?
What if you never said those words again?
So many episode titles. So many explicit tags.
So many explicit tags for one episode.
All right. Oh, is everyone else holding their action?
Yep.
Yeah.
So far.
All right. I pull up my
I don't want
shirt,
my axe to get gooey.
revealing my Beastmaster navel ring,
Is it a beast though?
and I
a dwarf.
create a beast.
That's not what it does.
So I'm going to roll on my
What
table.
are
I
you
think it's
doing?
been 6 days since. Well, that was the goat.
We've been down here for
4 days.
4 days.
This
You
is
used
the
it
fourth
in the
day.
goat, right?
Or is this the
No.
fifth
I don't
day?
think I used
In the
it in the
stomach,
goat.
something that could swim.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
He didn't. You gave yourself your aquatic form, but the Beastmaster
Oh.
creates a new creature.
Okay, I can't remember the last time you used it then. All right.
And that is a boar. I don't need the stats, really. I just have him go, start walking in the hall,
The sacrificial boar.
and stand there.
Why?
What, no lion?
Oh. Is this bait?
Mm-hmm. It's bait.
He's being the goat from Jurassic Park.
Okay. The boar slips a little bit on the grease, goes inside the tunnel, seemingly makes it all the way inside the chamber, and you hear
Is that boar noises or boar being eaten noises?
it's boar
or-
noises.
Sure.
We do all our own Foley work.
Everybody roll a perception check.
What
We're
was your
gonna
goal
die.
with
Well,
this?
I wanted him to kind of stand like, because the thing retreated when I left, so I was hoping that it would come back at like that
18.
front of the tunnel.
Well, I'll tell you what.
14.
I don't need any more perception checks because this stealth is a 2. So this, here behind you, this bloop, as a drip comes down and takes the shape of the little boy again.
Okay, so now that I can
Behind
see
you.
it, my action being held for Cloud of Daggers.
Well, your action was held. You lost it because that would have
I
been
haven't circled
previous
around yet.
turns.
I haven't circled around yet. Hasn't come back to me yet.
Well,
It's-
we've waited like multiple turns.
No, it's been one turn.
But it would have, that would be it coming down on its turn.
Right.
Where?
So it's last turn, nothing happened. Held action. and now it's coming down. They haven't gotten back around to me yet.
Okay. All right.
So that's
Go ahead. Throw a cloud of daggers.
4D. No, it's more because I'm casting
I don't
it.
want to attack a little boy with an axe.
It's not a boy. Trust me, it's not a boy.
Just
It's-
visually still.
What is it? It's 4D4 and then 2D4 for each slot above. Okay, yes, that's 6D4. 1, 3, 2.
I got your dice.
Thank you. Oh, so okay, so 1, 4, 1, 4, 2. That's going to be 7. 1, 2, 1.
11.
11 damage.
11 whole damage.
Hold on a second.
Where is this thing in relation to us?
The
Unless you're
ceiling.
thinking too hard.
It's coming down.
Oh,
from
it's
the
it's
ceiling.
basically behind all of you right now in the same chamber, so it's no more than 10 feet away from any of you.
Was this your plan?
No. Needs to be killed.
Kill it.
All right.
Kill it. Kill it.
Um,
It's just a little boy.
No, it's not.
So
What
on
is it?
its turn,
It's an oobleck thingy.
it casts Hold Person on 3rd level, so it's on 2 creatures. It's going to be on Zev and GW, since those are the 2 that have attacked it. So I need you both to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Is it magic?
Yes.
Okay, I have advantage.
Yes,
So,
I think you do.
15 for me.
15, 16.
All right, so you feel it reach out to try and paralyze you with its Hold Person spell, and you shrug it off. No effect. And we are back to GW.
That was its turn, right?
Okay, yeah, right. You're right. So Henna, then Zev, and then we'll be back to the top of the order. Henna's just going to basically see it do that and hear that you guys said it's time to kill it. Shoot her crossbow at it and
Kill
hit
it, kill it, kill it.
for...
800 million damage and it dies.
Yes, I heard that too.
This thing is creepy.
5 damage.
No! I said 800.
Malkovich misses. All right, Zev.
Okay. Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And then, how close am I to this thing?
10 feet away.
Oh, okay. Going to go ahead and do my attack action with my sword. So, first strike is a 16, 20.
That hits.
It's 10 damage plus my charisma, right? I've completely forgotten how Warlock works. I'm sorry.
Yeah, plus your charisma
Plus my
modifier.
charisma, yeah. So that's going to be 14.
Okay.
Second attack. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16.
That also hits.
Okay. 12 plus 4, 16 damage.
Okay. So you slice into what, for all intents and purposes, still looks just like a normal little boy,
I'm okay with it.
and deal a heck of a lot of damage. All right. Now it's GW's turn.
All right, I am going to. How is my? So my boar is standing. Oh, he
Went
go-
inside the chamber.
Okay, has it come out that way? No.
Nope. This is all happening about the time he made it to the main chamber and started looking around.
I am going to cast a firebolt at
Okay.
the little boy.
Got it.
You said bolt, right?
He said
Okay.
bolt.
Thank goodness.
I'm always listening for that T.
I was looking through spells. I was like, wait, what? Huh?
But Fresnel is looking at the little boy, right? So I get advantage.
It's technically the same creature. That should have been on Zev's attack.
It's okay if it's on mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's much better. It was a 2, and this one's a 19 plus...
That hits.
6. All right, so that's going to be 2d10. $15.
Okay. Yeah, so the firebolts hit the little boy. It's weird. It doesn't look like it changes his form at all. Like in terms of even when you slashed him with the sword and stuff, like you can feel it biting into something, but it doesn't feel human. It feels gelatinous and like tough to pull your weapon out. And when you throw your fire at it, it doesn't like even singe his clothes or anything. All right. Aaron, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I want to put my Politer Smiter in non-lethal mode just because I don't like looking at a little boy and hitting him with an axe.
Right.
Like, I'm a gentle soul, believe it or not. And I guess attack it with that.
Okay.
And that is a 17.
That hits.
Okay. And that is 15 damage.
All right.
And the Politer Smiter goes, oops, sorry about that.
What does the Politer Smiter do again in non-lethal mode? It just won't reduce them?
It just apologizes, and it won't reduce them to 0 hit points.
Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, so that definitely hits. It apologizes. And you see little boy kind of like, oh, that's okay. And still your turn.
Okay, same
He's
thing.
my daddy.
Same thing again, I guess. I mean, this is just the bait. So even if we kill this little boy or don't kill this little boy, I don't think that's going to...
Isn't it all part of the same creature?
I don't know. It seems like there's probably more goo back there somewhere.
It's hard to tell.
If the rolling squirrel things don't have soft underbellies, killing
You
this
just
little
wanted
boy...
to say soft underbelly.
Yes,
Don't look
I
at me
did.
like that. What if this little boy is its soft underbelly? 22.
That hits.
That is 12 points.
Okay. Even though it's in non-lethal
Sorry.
mode, you see the little boy kind of... you actually cut in like through the back of the little boy and down to this little tendril that was connecting it up to the ceiling. And you kind of cut through all of that, and he just plooped down into a little pile of goo on the floor. And this big white...
Booger.
basically 10 foot, 15 foot wide ooze just crashes down from the ceiling on top of pretty much everyone. We're all kind of in that area. So I do need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Magic?
Yes.
8.
19.
Oh,
15.
no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
1 was a crit fail, so I guess that's okay. I got a 1 and a 2.
Aaron, what did you get?
19.
Kira?
8.
All right. Kira and GW. As this thing kind of ends up in your space, you feel a memory leave your mind and enter into the creature. GW, you have a vague memory of a strong desire to find a beaver pelt and bring it back to impress your mom. You were out one day, as a small child, maybe 6 years old, hunting. And you were going to bring it back home. You were going to use it to put up in front of the door and keep some of the cold out. You feel that memory drift into your consciousness and then get pulled out of your mind into this creature. You are currently considered memory drained. Anytime you roll an attack or a saving throw or an ability check or an attack roll, You have to subtract a D4 from it.
Okay.
Kira, you recall an old memory too, but from before your usual time of recollection. You're close behind a woman, it seems like at first, and then you notice, actually, no, you're being carried on her back. Her hair smells like wildflowers and lively grasses. It's hard to see much from your perspective.
What was that?
It's the smell of gain.
Okay.
Gain, now with OxyClean.
I don't like game. Sorry.
It's hard to see much from where you are, but you do catch glimpses of a city around you, and in now your current memory, you know that city as Silverleaf.
But then the memory gets pulled out of you, never to be collected again.
And you are currently memory drained. The two of you also take 27 psychic damage.
But psychic damage isn't real, right? Right? That's.
Do you have another charge in that thing?
It didn't.
Didn't work.
Oh, that's right.
That's probably not that much better though. Let me look.
Then you take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
A charisma DC 10.
Ouch.
Nope.
How much?
27.
27.
I'm at 5.
Okay.
Not
but
much better.
as the thing crashes into the ground, it looks like it loses its form. It's just ooze all around you.
Do we still have the hooded lamp?
I'm
I
assuming
mean,
that
someone has to have
It's
it, right?
probably in the little room, like or in the little tunnel.
You didn't bring it back with you?
I mean,
it
or if
probably
he did,
dropped.
it's broke, like getting drugged through the.
I'm going to go down and see if I can find it.
I just roll a d6,
Why?
and on a 4, 5, or 6, you broke it, and on a 1,
One.
2, or 3, you drug it. I mean, you left it in there.
1.
Okay, it's in there. He left it in the cavern.
I'll go down there
Okay,
because the
gonna
thing.
shimmy into the cavern.
Yes.
All right, when you do,
Might as well see what's going on down
roll an
there.
investigation check. The lantern's on, and it's casting things up against the wall. 2. All right.
+2 +3.
Why are we chasing
7?
a lantern?
You see the lantern.
How's
Okay.
my pig?
Yeah, there's a boar in there.
I rolled a 17 for the boar.
Okay, there's a boar in there.
Okay. He's alive, I think.
So this thing is dead, right?
It certainly appears so.
Fire, 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 fire,
Just
fire,
bolting
fire,
into
fire.
the juices on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were still fighting. Okay.
I thought
No,
we were still
when
Now I
fighting.
know why we're chasing a lantern.
When it crashed down off
Yeah,
the
I
ceiling,
was like, are you sure you want to go in
I
there?
was like, how is this a priority right now?
Because it's
it
dead.
hit you kind of on its way down and then splattered into.
Okay.
a sort of
Okay,
goo.
so that was like a parting blow, not like a.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay, I got the thing. And
I was about to do
don't-
something really cool and like smash the lantern on it and let the oil catch and burn it all up, but this is fine.
I can
too.
make another one.
No.
No, it's fine.
Maybe that's
So
a friend.
I can't remember the beaver pelt anymore.
It's ruined
correct?
now.
At least at the moment.
Can I remember the fact that I had since that was pulled? I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember some things, and
You
forgot that.
remember. You were a small child in a little village
Rosebud.
in Elysium, and your furthest memories that you have before you were the grease wizard is being 6 years old.
Oh bloody hell! Why couldn't I have taken those? All right, well that sucks. I remember some stuff.
You remember your mother. You remember being in a very quiet, easygoing village.
All right.
But you
Pleasant,
have no idea what
pleasant
beaver pelts
childhood.
All right. Well, there's the regret. All right. Well, I'm gonna go have a crisis now.
I've got
Pardon
my
me.
See you
He's
later.
so
Lantern.
self-aware.
I've got my lantern back, and on my way out, I do a quick.
I mean,
span.
he's excellent at evaluating his own emotions.
Maybe I can see something.
What are you
else?
trying to do?
She's
Now that
looting
I've got the
cabin.
lantern, I'm gonna.
Give a more detailed scan of the cavern?
Yes.
All right, if you take a few minutes, you can make another investigation check.
It's a cavern.
Let me do some math again. Okay, that's an 8.
Nope, you look around for a good 10 minutes inside. Kira's just vanished inside the cavern for 10 minutes, and her and the boar are just hanging out.
Does anyone have any liquor?
I do.
All right. Can I get you back for that?
Hold on. I'm trying to find the way out.
Okay, you come out.
Yep.
You're out.
All right. well,
Another thrilling adventure with Kira.
Can I do a quick investigation check to make sure, like, it's dead?
Of the thing?
Of, like, the
After
area,
10 minutes of shooting-
the thing,
Sure.
everything. 26.
All right, so the stuff outside, you get the impression is definitely dead, but you knew kind of, and you trace back through kind of where it came, and you find like no remnants of it inside the tunnel, or inside kind of that small, it looks like it was no more than 5 or 6 inches, like it could squeeze down and fit through that kind of area. With the 26, you even find that it had another sort of run. That was how it got behind you, like you could see where it started. And how it must have gone up into the ceiling and dropped down behind you again, back in the main tunnel. And you also find a very, it seemed like very small opening, like maybe the size of a basketball, that you looked through and peeked your head in and saw it actually had more bodies like stashed back inside there. It had the bones of a child and a few adults. And it also had some things that were on the creatures as well, including
Is there a pile of
their
dust?
gear, basically.
All right, what kind of gear?
Is there a pile of dust?
Of dust?
I think that would have gotten swept up.
No? Okay.
With another investigation check, looking through their gear. It's a 16.
I need you to actually roll, I think, a D100. Hold on.
And I didn't see any of this.
Nice try,
That's
though.
a
Just
D10
small,
and
like basketball-sized opening in this room that the other bodies were basically pulled in behind, but it's a thin wall. He just uses move earth, moves a little bit of it out of the way, and squeezes through.
it's a D10 and the one with the 10s on it, right?
The percentile.
45. Or 405, whatever you want to call that.
All right. Roll also 6. No, that's the wrong one. 2d6.
6 and a 3.
90 gold pieces.
All right, pocket those.
A longbow. It appears to be magical.
Okay. Arcana check. 21.
It's definitely magical. You think it's just a standard kind of +1 longbow, but it's ebony colored wood and it has drow script on it.
Kira, come get this thing. It's for you.
What? Oh, okay.
And I just kind of toss it behind me. Anything else?
Yep. I need you to roll a D100 3 more times.
Oh, boy.
What did he find again?
62.
+1 longbow.
Oh.
Potion of climbing.
Ebony colored wood. Looks like it's a drow.
It's got drow script on it.
Yeah, that. What he said.
All right, potion of climbing. 40.
Potion of healing. The first level healing potion.
And 100. I'm just kidding. Oh, 100! 100!
Yep.
I guessed it, and then I did it!
Good
A
job.
drift globe.
A drift globe.
Yeah.
What is
He gets
this?
his memories back.
Well, it's.
I have no idea.
This is not a big item table, so even 100. Drift globe. Roll an Arcana check.
5 plus 8.
Okay, that's good. It's a small sphere. If you're within 60 feet of it, you can speak different command words to get it to emanate either the light or daylight spell. Light spell can be used over and over again. Daylight spell can be used once per dawn. And this is in the Dungeon Master's Guide, so if you look up Drift Globe, you can get the description.
Awesome.
Speak another command word as an action and make it float no more than 5 feet off the ground and hovers. And if you move more than 60 feet away from it, it follows you.
Awesome.
So it's kind of a floating flashlight, plus it can cast daylight once per day.
Roll to see if Fresnel is jealous.
Nope, he's secure in his
He understands.
light hood. Kira, your longbow functions as a +1 longbow, which means it adds +1 to your chance to hit and to your damage.
Oh, cool.
Hannah says I could read
Yes,
that
please.
script for you. If
I
you'd
forgot
like.
she was drow.
It's called Blackwood, your bow.
Okay. Is that the name of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
I turn to him.
Can you roll?
Are there any spells on it?
Yeah, he rolled a successful Arcana check. It also has one ability that it can use. It can only function while it's out of direct sunlight and use this ability. You can speak a command word as a reaction after missing with an attack and immediately make another attack against the same creature.
This is perfect for me.
Once you do so, you cannot do so again till the next dawn. So one time per day, basically, when you miss, you can make an additional attack as a reaction.
And it's called Darkwood?
Blackwood.
Blackwood.
I can't believe I rolled 100
That was really good.
That was
It
cool.
amazing.
once I called it.
It's too bad that wasn't on one of the crazy tables, but still good.
Could have been.
Well, the other roll
How about
was to
this?
see what table you were on, the 40-something.
Oh.
Okie doke. So you found some gear. You fought an Oblex. I think it's probably time for us to go eat dinner.
Are we taking a long rest?
You want to keep moving until you get to a spot where you can do that?
We
Yeah.
should keep moving.
Okay.
This is in the middle of the day anyway.
Yeah, this is the
How can
second
you tell?
from last day.
I'm bleeding out of every orifice right now.
Same.
Yeah, he's down to like 5 health.
Oh, I
So-
didn't get hit at all.
I don't mean
Just take care of me.
All right.
The two who can take it.
right.
So you pull up again to one of those sidings that seems to be spaced out pretty evenly along the way here, and try to set up camp again.
Yeah, and Clippy's getting fed.
All right. This camp also doesn't look like there's any remnants of attacked caravans or anything like that. Does anybody want to take shifts?
I'll go first.
Okay, Zev, roll a d20.
5.
Okie dokie. Who's going to take the next shift?
I will,
All right,
since
Aaron.
I'm still doing good. 17.
Okay. A third shift.
Clippy.
8.
Okay. I guess you'd still have one more shift. Who's going to take that one, Kira?
I
Or
guess.
Hannah can. It's an 11. Okay. When morning comes, you guys do get your long rest. I need you to all make rolls against dark influence.
Yes.
19.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save.
It's
Yep.
22.
All right. You lose your point of dark influence.
Do I lose mine?
10.
Only if it's over 20 or over.
Darn it.
14.
What did
Wait,
you
do
have,
I
10?
add anything?
Your wisdom saving.
20.
You lose your point.
Unless it's magic.
No. What did you have, Sam?
10.
That's okay.
14.
All right. Yeah, 10's the DC. All right. So in the morning, you all managed to get your long rest in. Hannah doesn't eat any breakfast.
Hey, Hannah.
So she's not feeling great,
So
I'd
get ready
imagine.
for that.
Hannah, you need to eat something.
I just don't feel like eating anything. I'll eat something at lunch.
How have your rolls been at
If you-
night lately?
If you don't eat lunch, then I'm going to force feed you, even if you don't eat.
Are you pregnant?
Shut up, Zeb.
Intelligence of 7.
I don't know if that's an appropriate question to ask,
Hey.
but thanks for asking.
You
I
feel
guess.
down? Do you feel down?
Uh-huh.
Well, how about this? Performance check.
Wait. Actually, no, wait. Actually, no, wait.
How many times do you need to say that?
Actually, no, wait.
Whoa.
I have a wand of scowls that I can use to... I'm pretty sure... I don't have the full description anywhere, but I'm pretty sure it will make someone have the opposite of whatever their mood is.
No, because there's
No.
actually a wand of smiles, too.
Oh.
It can only make
It
people
only does
scowl.
scowls? Oh, okay.
That's
I pull out my wand of scowls and I look at it and like think about it really hard and then I just put it back.
That's an 8 with Clippy. We do a little dance together.
As Clippy comes out, she goes, I don't think I'll be having lunch either. I'm feeling a little queasy.
Oh. But I tried. All right. Well, time for our human hosts to go eat.
I hope she's not pregnant because... Hosts.
Hosts.
I hope she's not pregnant because
Guide?
the dude she likes has another baby mama and that's just too much.
Are all of our characters parasites on us?
How?
Ugh.
What did you guys have any talks throughout the rest of the day about what happened or why Kira saw what she saw or any of that stuff?
Yeah, please, can
We
someone
should maybe
explain to
figure
me?
that out, what you guys think
Yeah.
is happening?
So
Sure.
I think...
Let's explain what we saw.
Oh, I'm not talking about it. I used the brush of happy accidents. I'm not going to talk about that. Kira, I think Kira knows. I think Kira saw me pull out the brush, and then
Kira definitely saw and has both sets of memories like you do because
Yeah.
she saw the events that were changed. So she would have known that at least.
But I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Because he's being an emo wizard.
Kira,
I'm going to pour this into my
are you
art.
questioning him about it at all or telling anybody about what happened, or are they just remembering the alternate memory of the meeting the little boy?
I think I would have just said that it was like doing a bait and switch kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I think I would have been a little too disturbed at the time to be able to say, wait, these memories don't line up.
Okay.
I told you, fireball.
All right.
Other than absolute panic.
Yeah,
Get him
but
out,
you
get him out, get him
always
out.
say fireball.
That kid was creepy.
Yes, he was.
I'm
She
just
was.
saying, if we fireballed everything that you said to fireball, then we wouldn't really have much of an adventure to go on, I don't think.
But
Well,
we would be safe.
She was.
A ship in harbor surrounded by fireballs is safe, but that's not what ships are for.
Huh?
Truly, you are wise beyond your years.
That seems like a good place to break.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I don't know. Has any of that made any sense to anybody?
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
a woman with like the equations going around her
Yeah.
head.
That's what it was for a minute. But I think we all understand now. Grease Wizard saved those two.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira now talks, whenever we talk about it, yeah, that was a strange boy. Girl. Boy?
It was clearly a boy.
Girl. No, I remember,
Need to save that.
I was there. It was a boy.
but I saw a girl. Her name was
No,
Lila.
Kira. It was a boy. And I kind of give her a look, like, shut up.
See, even the Grease Wizard says it was a boy.
We're going to talk about this later.
No. And then Grease Wizard casts Misty Step and disappears.
30 feet or 60 feet in another direction.
And
Any
he's stuck in the
direction.
rock.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing our date night with us and exploring a whole new world together. We'll see you again next week. Until then, keep in touch by following us on Twitter at Date Night Podcast or visiting the8nightpodcast.com.